How is it going, my heroes, my villains, and everybody in between? Sean Ross here, and welcome back, guys, to another live reaction to My Hero Academia. We are on manga chapter number 241, and the title of this week's chapter is Answer the Interviews.
How'd you get rid of all those reporters?
I stand for justice, not sound bites.
So it looks like we're getting some interviews in this chapter. I have no idea who's being interviewed, what the interviews are about, but I do know two things going into this week's chapter. Number one, My Villain Academia is over. We are entering a brand new story arc, and I am eager, excited, and very curious to see where Horikoshi is going to take us next in the story. But number two, we're leaving our villains. As much as I would love to stay with them just a little bit longer, we're leaving the villains and we're heading back over to Deku and Class 1A. Our pro heroes in training are finally back, and I have missed them. I am so glad we are now back with them. It honestly feels like we've been away from them for such a long time.
It's been 84 years.
But I'm just excited. I can't wait to see what we're going to get in this chapter, so enough dilly-dallying. Without further ado, let's dive right in to chapter 241, and let's see what Horikoshi has planned for this next story arc. And on the first page, we can already see an interview being conducted with Todoroki and Bakugo.
Mr. Huff, Mr. Jenner is ready for your interview.
Actually, we'll be interviewing as a team. We're here to fuck shit up.
Dazzling, dilated display a new sound. We on live on stage. Check it out, y'all.
A mere 30 minutes after obtaining their provisional licenses, these two put the pros to shame with their heroics. Okay, so they're being interviewed for stopping that villain gang after they got their licenses. That makes sense. You two must get along really well during your regular training sessions, right?
LOL!
That's a negative. At the UA High student dorms. And then we just got pissed Bakugo and vacant Todoroki, which honestly describes them pretty well. If that's how you see it, you should get your damn eyes checked, or your brain. We get along great. They're already contradicting each other. Huh? Quit spewing bullshit. When did we become all buddy-buddy? We were together all the time during the supplementary classes, weren't we? What kind of system do you have in your head? Time and friendship aren't directly proportional, damn it. What do you mean by system? And then the dialogue just gets cut off as we see Deku, Ochiko, and Ida staring on in shock as this interview just goes off the rails.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
It feels so good to be back with Class 1A. This is amazing. Let's go. Yo, and we got a cover page. This looks nice. We got Bakugo, Deku, and Todoroki. Still have the My Villain Academia logo on top. It's finally the hero's turn to shine. Hang on a second. Is Bakugo holding villain in his hands as Deku is inserting hero back into the My Villain Academia logo?
Correct!
Deku is holding the text that says hero, and Bakugo is holding villain. That is exactly what is happening. Let's go. It's good to be back. Chapter 241, Answer the Interviews. Late December, a few days before the end of the semester. And we just see Kaminari and Sero laugh crying hysterically. We get along great. They were interviewed for an entire hour. No, I wasn't afraid. And Bakugo was cut out completely. Yo! His face is cut off the whole time. Look at Bakugo though, he is beyond pissed. Put me in, assholes, as he's just grinding his teeth with anger. And you see Ochiko and she's like, you could say the reporters were actually protecting him. I mean, in a way, they were, because if the public saw how Bakugo conducted himself in that interview, oh boy. You're getting further and further away from All Might. Deku! Did he just call Bakugo out like that? Damn! The dynamic between Deku and Bakugo has changed so much. Like, you never would have seen Deku say that sentence at all back in the beginning of the series. Even Mineta is like, Bakugo's really lost it. And Bakugo's like, I heard that. I can hear you, Shitku. And you too, ballhead. I love being back. This is gonna be a fun chapter. I feel so happy to be back with Class 1A. Even with Ida, with his strict regulations, as he's just like, Mineta, get your buttocks off the desk. And Sero and Kaminari are still laughing in the background. I love this. That was their third interview, and yet Bakugo's managed to let the good reputation he could have gotten from that incident go completely to waste. Those two may be a tad unsophisticated, but as provisional heroes, they are clearly very competent. So it looks like Deku is watching the news as Ida is just picking up Mineta and getting his butt off of the desk. I'm sure they want to become full-fledged pros as quickly as they can. With pro heroes like them, hopefully we can avoid a second Daika-like tragedy. And we can see a panel shot of what looks like construction now happening at Daika City. 9 days have passed since the incident. A mere 20 people brought Daika City to the brink of ruin in only 50 minutes.
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
No, they. Him. It's one man.
Apparently, the scale of destruction is even greater than Kamino. It's Kamino 2.0. But since it was a rural area, there were fewer casualties. It is believed to have been a planned act of hostility in an attempt to degrade the hero's reputation. But what do Daika's citizens have to say? It's foolish to place any blame on the saviors of Daika. What we should really be disputing is the unreliability of the current system. Yo, look at this guy's hair. This guy looks like an 80s hair band member. Like, how much hairspray did he use to get his hair up like that? That is crazy. I can't blame Daika's pro heroes for what happened. All I have to say to the people calling for investigations is this: hindsight is 20/20. I think the heroes should do a better job. We're rooting for him though.
Hello there.
Yo, who is this guy? This guy looks like a demon. Look at this man's face. He almost kind of looks like Ryuk from Death Note. Hero Critic, Oreo Crisis. Whoever this guy is, that face is nightmare fuel. Damn. At first, the idea that the heroes were set up was circulated, and they would be correct. And the heroes were enduring constant attack. But I believe this could also be called a turning point. So the attacks and criticism towards heroes have now transitioned to words of encouragement. Yo, we got Can't You See Kid right here. Why is he being mentioned? People are taking it a little better than they did before the whole Can't You See Kun thing. Can't you see?
Can't you see? Oh, can't you see?
The meme is back. Can't you see, kid? Yo, and I love the fact that they do this to reference Can't You See Kun. Even Ashido is doing Can't You See. That is hilarious. Bring the meme back. All thanks to Endeavor's efforts, I guess. I wouldn't be so optimistic, and we see the door just sliding open.
She's the rookie hero who debuted just this year. It's Mount Lady. And she's a pro who's currently teaching at UA High School. The incomparable Midnight.
Yo, we got Midnight and Mount Lady walking into the classroom right now. Let's go. What are they going to be teaching the class right now? It might feel like the heroes have the wind in their sails again, but if you flip the situation to its backside, people are actually feeling a sense of urgency. No way! Mount Lady just walked into the classroom ass first.
Hi there, everyone. I'm Mount Lady. And you don't have to worry about this bum anymore.
And I love the fact that this panel is putting a lot of emphasis on her just shaking her ass in front of all of these students.
Just shake that ass, bitch, and let me see what you got. Just shake that ass, bitch, and let me see what you got.
The shouts of encouragement from those who were promised justice's victory are in reality prayers of desperation. And then, epic action shot of Mount Lady's perfect ass. In today's society, where so many heroes are caught up in the showbiz of it all, the people are yearning for a true hero to emerge. Mount Lady? Whoa! And Mineta is freaking out! He is scared at the sight of Mount Lady.
All women are demons at heart. They just hide their true personalities behind pretty faces.
What the heck did Mount Lady do to you?
It's gotta take a lot to scare the perv of Class 1A, and she was able to do it. The fact that he's just latching onto Deku and just screaming at the top of his lungs just from seeing Mount Lady. Like, that's hilarious.
Run.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
But then we see Aizawa in his like onesie sleeping bag. She was invited here as a guest lecturer. Since you guys have been getting more media exposure lately, Midnight's escorting her. And Bakugo is still pissed. He's grinding his teeth. Where's my exposure? And of course, Kirishima. It's alright, man. There's always next time. This may not sound like much coming from me, but she's been more tainted by showbiz than anyone. Shut it, you!
Be gone, fuck!
Mount Lady just swatted him away like, get away from me right now. Shut your mouth. I am here to give you guys a lesson. Yo. But the fact that Mineta called her out on it, he's just like, get the hell out of here. Yo, I'm enjoying this chapter. It feels so good to be back with Class 1A. Damn, Mount Lady looks really good in that panel right there. Today's class will be a practical seminar about the media. I, the beautiful center of attention in the hero world, will teach you all there is to know about how a hero should carry themselves. And she's holding up a media card. It's been a while since we had like All Might or Aizawa hold up a card telling us what the next lesson was going to be.
Let's get into it! Today's lesson, we'll pull no punches!
Rescue. You'll be dealing with natural disasters, shipwrecks, stuff like that.
I can only imagine what she'll have us do, but let's plus ultra this lesson, everyone. Let's go beyond. We'll be practicing hero interviews. Hence the title of this chapter. All right, so we're doing mock interviews. Too easy.
What the fuck is that?
Why does Kirishima look like that? He's drawn so oddly. He almost looks like buff All Might, that type of style, but without the dark shading.
Oh my goodness!
I don't know why he looks like that, but okay. Let's get on to these mock interviews. And first one up is Shoto. That was some amazing work out there, Shoto. What are you talking about? Pretend you just finished a tough job or something. Action! Okay. He can't even play along with the fake scenario. He just takes it too literally. What sort of hero are you trying to become, Shoto? And then Sero in the audience is like, here we go. The kind of hero that puts everyone at ease when he arrives. That's wonderful. Although, if a hunk like you came to save me, what? It might make my heart burst out of my chest. Whoa! Now, lady, calm down right now. He's still a student. Don't be hitting on any of these high schoolers. Is there something wrong with your heart? Is this kid for real? Wow, he's taking everything literally. He's so cute. I want him.
You what? FBI, open up!
Mount Lady, chill. He's in high school. She is just coming on to Shoto right now. Damn. So what kind of super moves do you have? Heaven-piercing ice wall. It has a wide variety of applications, such as suppressing villains over a wide area, stopping them in their tracks, or making a foothold for myself. I also have another technique that's a little more violent. It's called swelling icy heat wave. That's the one that he used during that villain gang attack, and the same move he used against Deku to end their fight at the sports festival. Is that the one he used during the battle against Class B? Yeah, Endeavor's thing? And then Toru in the back, shining so brightly, he's like, Flash Fire Fist! He was about to use it, but thanks to Juzo and a pipe, Todoroki just got knocked unconscious before he was able to use it. That's his technique. And then Toru's like, "Nani?" with a question mark. But right now, I can't even hold a candle to him. Oh, that's some good growth right there from Shoto. I'm going to climb even higher. And even Deku, thinking back to the end of the battle training, as he was texting Endeavor saying, "I need you to train me and teach me the Flash Fire Fist." I don't want to go so far as try and change your personality, but if you really want to put the people at ease, you should try and smile. If you can smile at all the ladies out there, they will be dropping left and right. They'll die from me smiling. Shoto, come on now. Not literally. Oh, for the love of. Next! So, we're demonstrating our super moves as well. I thought this was about interviewing. Tokoyami's like, "Can we please stick to the interview portion of our lesson, please?" Come now, Mr. UA student. Not everyone out there knows who you guys are. Super moves help show the people who you are. If you want everyone to know what you're capable of, you'll have to show them with your moves. Whether it's for forming impromptu teams, sending out a warning of a villain attack, or earning people's trust so they entrust their lives to you. There's significant meaning in a hero shouting out the names of their super moves. He's not wrong with that. We've seen that constantly over the course of My Hero Academia. Even with Mount Lady, going back all the way to the beginning, Episode 1, Chapter 1. When she stole the spotlight from Kamui Woods, she just took out that villain, shouting her super move's name, Canyon Cannon.
Like a train prison!
I like hearing this coming from Mount Lady. She's grown a little bit. You know, until just recently, that chick was only paying attention to how she looked on camera. She's changed. Exactly. Mineta, Mount Lady has changed a little bit since your internship with her. It's not just Mount Lady. Right now, all the heroes are being pulled along by the number one. So Endeavor is instilling a change in all of the heroes right now. Because of what he did going up against High End, it's pushing all of the other pro heroes to do their job better. Awesome. And now it looks like we're about to breeze through a whole bunch of the student mock interviews right here. Okay, starting things off with Ida. I spring into action as the inheritor of my brother Ingenium's will. I can feel your sincerity. Momo. I've got a strong memory, breadth of knowledge, and can create anything and everything. Confidence goes a long way. Ochiko. For me, everything weighs nothing. Taking the edge off is a talent in and of itself. Tokoyami. Those who don't embrace the darkness shall never achieve true glory. Revelry in the dark. Ooh, nice vibes. Kirishima. No blood will be shed as long as you're behind me. That's our bro. And we got Ojiro, Ashido. What? Denki, what are you doing? No way.
Loser, loser.
Why is he giving the Liberation Army salute in this panel right here? Horikoshi, what are you doing right now?
I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Are you trying to tell me, like, right away that, like, Denki Kaminari is the traitor? He's in league with the Liberation Army? Like, seriously, why is he doing that? Is it the L for liberation? Or is he doing that electric hand gesture that he did back during the provisional license exam?
You've stumbled into a really killer spot!
Because you can't really see where the finger is because it's being blocked. So is it an L? Or is it that hand gesture? Horikoshi, you are about to fuel the flames of theories for the UA traitor right now with Denki Kaminari. Not bad, everyone. I guess I had nothing to worry about. You can do it if you try. I got nothing to say to you fools. Just shut up and follow me. Bakugo, when are you going to learn? You had 3 interviews to learn from your mistakes, and yet he comes up here and just continues being himself. You gotta love him. Well, you're a bit better when you're alone. I guess you just don't get along well with anyone. Sorry, he ended up getting completely cut out because I was there. And Todoroki's apologizing for like, I'm sorry, This is all my fault. And Bakugo's pointing down at him like, you stay out of this. Quit acting so cocky. There's no way a scrub like you would have an effect on me. Oh, okay. And then Todoroki just nonchalantly is like, whatever. And then we got Midnight and Aizawa. Maybe he should start taking lessons in avoiding the media from Aizawa. No, there's someone else he should be learning from right now. Now we got Deku up. You're Deku, right? I saw you fighting the good fight out there today. Oh, that's nice. I'm happy to hear that. Deku has got some stage fright right now. Yo, he went full two-dimensional up there. He's moving like a robot. He just went full Ada. Can you give me your thoughts on what happened today? I'm happy to hear that. Whoa, he can use hardening just like me. He's so stiff that Kirishima's like, yo, he's got my quirk up there. That's some next level stage fright. But I guess he hasn't had many opportunities like this. It seems like a lot of your techniques are inspired by All Might. Do you look up to him? Yes! And now he gets loud. He shouted that answer. But I thought just imitating him wasn't enough. We got mumbling Deku back right here.
Sounds like you're overthinking this whole inheriting thing. Stop nerding out!
Is he ever going to stop muttering to himself? No, it is Deku's quirk, and it needs to stay with him. His mumbling is amazing. Come to think of it, I heard you've been making progress ever since that outburst you had during training. How's that coming along? Are they talking about Black Whip?
This just got a whole lot more interesting.
Yo, he is about to show us. He's about to use Black Whip, isn't he? It's been a week since that incident. I've been working on both image and practical training since then. That presence has since disappeared. No, it hasn't disappeared. That previous One For All user told me to master my power. It was a power meant to be used down the road, so it was just locked away, but it's still there. And you can see an image in Deku's mind of just this door with an insane amount of locks on it. And the fact that it's locked away means I should be able to choose when I unlock it. I'm past the phase where I have to suppress it. From here on out, just like I became able to control the percentage of One For All, I need to output just the right amount of that power for me in my current state. Yeah, he just activated the Black Whip quirk. I'm not sure what percentage he's using, but my guess is like 2 to 5% of One For All's power. But I like the fact that it's coming out of the like extended knuckle of his Air Force gloves. That's cool. All right. And it just evaporates away.
Nani?
Right now, it just kind of goes bloop and disappears. But I've taken the first step towards properly controlling it. Slowly but surely, Al and Midnight and Matt later like, what the hell was that? Yeah, so he can barely use it. Like, nothing came out. Like, when you look at that top panel, a small portion of the Black Whip quirk emerged from his glove, but then just immediately evaporated. So, he's not using that anytime soon in combat, at least to the extent he was using it during the joint battle training. And then Bakugo is like, quit acting so happy about a bloop. He's like, that was nothing all too exciting, dude. A bloop is nothing. And now we're going over to Principal Nezu talking with All Might.
Jesus.
Why does All Might's face look like that? It's so thin and sharp and pointy. And he's got bags underneath his eyes, which is impressive because his eyes are already dark to begin with. All Might, what's going on here? You still haven't slept. Principal, not to worry. I'm sleeping just fine. There's no cause for concern. Gaunt doesn't even begin to describe what you look like right now. Yeah, like gaunt is an understatement. Generations of successor quirks, notes for young Midoriya. Is All Might putting together a notebook of all the past quirks of the previous holders? Since most of them came from a long past age, the records are pretty sparse. Losing sleep is bad for your fur. That is exactly what he's doing. And that's smart. you can easily look up the quirks of the previous users if you know their names and if the government has them on file, because it was already established early on that all quirks are submitted to the government. They have them on file. So all Might has to do is go to the government and do a little bit of research.
You smart. You very smart.
So I wonder how many of the quirks All Might was actually able to get from the quirk registration. That is smart. I was not expecting that. Good on you, All Might. And Deku's gonna love this because it's coming in notebook form. Oh, that is amazing. I received a report, you see. Very soon, we'll be restarting the internships. I can't believe you weren't nervous up there. Yo, we're getting the internships back. Become strong. Show them who you are. And that is the end of chapter 241. This was such a fun chapter. It feels so good to be back with Class 1A. This chapter was hilarious. I laughed a lot during this chapter. But apparently, we're leading into a new internship arc. And this is good too because Todoroki and Bakugo now have their provisional licenses. They can participate in the internships. Let's go. I want to see Todoroki and Bakugo in action because they really have not been in action for quite some time. It's time for them to let loose. Let's go. But I want to go back real quick to that Denki Kaminari panel because that couldn't have been a coincidence, could it? Horikoshi put that in there for a reason. He could just be trolling us and just like hyping us up, being like, oh, Kaminari's the traitor. He knows about the Liberation Army. Or it could just be that electrical sign that Denki used during the provisional license exam. Either or, Horikoshi's messing with us. I love the fact that he is. But this was just a fun chapter. Getting off of My Villain Academia, I love being back with Class 1A. And now, with possible new internships, I am hyped. I cannot wait for next week's chapter and to see where this arc is going to go. So with that, guys, that right there is my live reaction to chapter 241 of My Hero Academia. It feels so nice to be back with Class 1A and our heroes in training once again. And with this new arc now upon us, it's shaping up to be a new internship arc, and that has me very, very excited. But for now, I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts on the events of this chapter. What were you guys' favorite moment from this chapter? But where do you guys think this new internship arc is going to go? Because now that Todoroki and Bakugo have their provisional licenses, they can now participate. So they could become a main focus for this arc coming up. But my one big question I really have going into this arc is whether or not Shigaraki and the Paranormal Liberation Front are going to show up later on in this arc. Things are getting interesting and has me very, very excited, but leave your thoughts down in the comments below and feel free to subscribe to that channel and click that bell icon. That way you guys can be alerted when every new MHA reaction pops up on the channel. And if you guys want to talk about other things or about MHA or alerts for the channel outside of YouTube, feel free to follow me over on Twitter. A link to my Twitter account can be found in the description down below. That's going to do it for me here, guys. So until next week, when we have chapter 242 of My Hero Academia, I'll talk to you guys next time. But remember, go beyond plus ultra.